I really hope I don't jinx this, but this weekend, particularly Saturday, it's going to be 83 degrees. Oh, I cannot wait for Saturday to come. But today is not Saturday, today is Monday, so it is a total drag. Happy Monday, everybody. Yep, the weekend's over. Bummer. But I don't really mind it at all. This is a pretty good weekend. I'll try and ride into that high too. But yeah, last night was pretty casual. I actually went to my folks' place last night. Saw my brother there. And we had a nice spaghetti dinner. Or, for your younger viewers, spaghetti. For those of you, again, who are younger viewers. So, yeah. Anyway, I gotta talk about the weather just for a second because Memorial Day weekend is the weekend, as I've said before, that our family opens up its cottage at Keuka Lake. This is the weekend where I truly do feel that beach season truly begins. I mean, you can make an argument for, spring break and March and April, but I think it's Memorial Day weekend just because it's right at near the very tip of the end of spring, and summer is less than a month away. No, I'm not kidding. Today's May 5th. May 21st, excuse me. And in a month, summer's going to be here. It'll be the longest day of the year. And that is going to be cool. So, yeah, I am really looking forward to that. And I know I've probably been, if Keuka Lake does not live up to the hype you've been giving, I'm going to don't worry, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure it does. I have to. I've been talking about it for 141 days as of this point. I really should put my money where its mouth is. Or my mouth is. I totally just said that wrong. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, I actually am a little bit on the tired side. For whatever reason, last night, at around 8 o'clock, I just started dozing off. Excuse me. So, at 9, I just say, forget it, I'm just going to go to bed, and maybe I'll be a little more energized tomorrow. And I woke up this morning, and I had, I was still drowsy. Oh, I did sleep really well, though, at least. So I guess there's that. At least in comparison to how I normally sleep. I normally don't get very good sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Not really entirely sure why. But, again, I don't let stuff like that bring me down. So, what else is there to discuss? Oh, actually, there's one other thing I can discuss before I talk about a certain place a little bit later on. And that is this weekend in Corning, New York, or as I call it, Crystal City, USA, they're having something called Glassfest. It's a very big party on a Market Street where there's vendors and food and hot glass shows. And I don't know if I'll have time to actually be able to go, but whether I go or not, that shouldn't stop you from going. You really, if you are in the Corning, Horseheads, Elmira area, or actually Corning, Horseheads, Elmira, Big Flats area, I highly, highly, highly recommend you go do this. Because it's a lot of fun. Again, it should be 83 degrees on Saturday and sunny. So that should really give you more incentive to get out of your home and walk up and down Market Street. Try different places in Corning. I mean, I mentioned several pizza places. I mentioned Dippity Doodahs. You can go there. Actually, I mentioned Dippity Doodahs. I mentioned Atlas. I mentioned Rico's. I mentioned in Yellow's. Again, pizza places. But you know what? If you can't go there, there's going to be plenty of other vendors there. Because let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, one of the only reasons why we all go to places like Glassfest or mini carnivals only come around every once a year is so we can ride rides that we are most likely very much too old for, or eat food that's wildly horrible for us, or both. I fall into the third category. Anyway. But, one thing before I continue. A friend of mine and a relatively frequent viewer of these videos actually posted a photo of a beehive because he wants to do like beekeeping later. Dude, I'm in, but you know you're going to give me a lot of honey, right? Honey's one of my all-time favorite foods, ladies and gentlemen. It's not necessarily on my full course menu, but I love honey a lot. I use it whenever I can. In fact, sometimes I'll make a piece of toast with peanut butter, and instead of jelly, I'll use honey. Actually, another really cool combination is, remember the Smucker's Uncrustables? Like, you find them in the refrigerator, and it's basically like a little hand pie, which is like white bread, and like it has peanut butter and jelly inside. There's a peanut butter and honey flavor as well. Those are awesome. You really should try the Smucker's Uncrustables, is what I'm saying. Because those are pretty good. They have grape jelly, raspberry jelly, strawberry jelly, all kinds. They are good. How do I know this? Because in my youth, back when the Corning Country Club used to have the LPGA tour come to Corning, I actually did volunteer work one time, and after I was done, there's like this little tent that people go to, whether you're volunteering or not, and they were just giving them away for free. That was an awesome morning. Come to think of it, the LPGA would be this weekend if they still had it. For whatever reason, Corning didn't have it anymore. I don't know why. Well, actually, I do kind of know why. It has to do with like money and all sorts of complicated stuff that I really, know absolutely nothing about. So, I really should talk about the Corning Country Club one of these days. My family's been members there my entire life. Anyway, so let's get into a few places in Penn Yan, New York. Now, I know more Keuka Lake stuff, but I promised I would do it. I promised I would talk about these places, and I am. I'm doing that now. And I'll start with these two just because technically these places are not seasonal. Why are they not seasonal? Because Penn Yan, New York is actually a college town. It's a college called Keuka College. And if you're a college student, there's two kinds of food you are most likely going to be eating many times throughout your time at the place you're at. Whether it's Keuka College or Elmira College or Gettysburg College, anywhere you go, the two kinds of foods that are staples among college students are pizza and Chinese. Full disclosure, I absolutely love Chinese food, ladies and gentlemen. I love the Chinese food, even though a lot of it technically is not Chinese food. You know, you name it, I like. I like egg rolls. I like pepper steak with onions. I like sweet and sour chicken. I like General Tso's / sesame chicken. But one thing I like to do with that is I'll take white rice and put the chicken on that and let the sauce be soaked up by the rice. That's a good time. But yeah. So, and of course, Keuka College is no exception to this. So, the Chinese place, China King. I actually went there a few times last summer, and pretty solid establishment, I'm not going to lie. Of course, the only problem is, my family's cottage on my father's side is 8 miles from Hammondsport, but it's 13 from Penn Yan. And 13 miles is a bit of a drive, even if you are able to go 65 on the highway. So, yeah, that can be a bit of a problem, but I don't mind it. Besides, Chinese at Keuka Lake, Pretty good combination if you ask me. But let's talk about the other pizza place I was thinking of. And actually, I should reiterate, there are 2 pizza places in Penn Yan. One of them is a Pizza Hut. I'm not going to show off their menu because everyone knows what's on Pizza Hut's menu at this point. At least I hope you do. So let's talk about the other pizza place, Mark's. Now, for those of you in the Horseheads, Corning, Elmira, Big Flats area, you're probably wondering, wait, there is a Mark's Pizzeria. Yes and no. Mark's Pizzeria is in fact a chain, and there actually used to be one in Horseheads on Hanover Square, but it went out of business. My theory is Pudgy's Pizza just put out of business. I'd say boycott Pudgy's in that regard, but A, Mark's Pizzeria went out of business in Horseheads years ago, and B, what can I say? Pudgy's Pizza's always been a pretty great product. I'll get into showing off that menu later on, but it's not later on, it's right now. So yeah, if you're in the Penn Yan area and you're looking for a cheap bite, or if you're a college student or college alumni who's looking to rekindle that nostalgia, or again, a cheap quick bite to eat, Mark's Pizzeria and China King are the way to go. And I will most definitely put links in the descriptions up top and on the bottom. And you know what? I think that's about it for today. So, like, favorite, share, and please hit that subscribe button. I could totally use the support. I'm humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful day today. And remember, if you guys ever want to talk, or if you guys ever want to chat, I'll always be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. So take care. And you know what? If there's a link for Glassfest, I'm going to put that one up too.